It's BEA 2010. My new book doesn't come out until next spring, so I have nothing but the burning question that has been haunting me. If you could go to the yard sale of any character in the history of Kidlit, whose would you go to and what would you buy?
I would go to Plain Kate's yard sale, and Plain Kate is a carver, and she carves these objects that seem to almost have magical properties called objarka, and I would buy a wonderful objarka to ward off evil.
Okay, how about Miss Rumphius? I'll take Miss Rumphius as a character. I'd buy some funky old watering can.
Well, I think that I would have to say Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins has some really cool things, and I want that carpet bag.
Probably Harry Potter, because they would have all the moving portraits and stuff, and that would be exciting to have in your house.
Go to the yard sale of Death from The Book Thief. There, I mean, you know, Death has got to have a lot of great stuff. I'm sure Death has a lot of his own good stuff, but yeah, Death gets there first, let's face it, you know.
Whose yard sale? Like, is Curious George going to be there? I'd be kind of worried about his house.
Say Dulcie Morgan-Jones from Defining Dulcie, because this girl went across country. She met with fainting goats. She just saw all of it, just every state imaginable in the country, and I think she'd have a really good collection of postcards, and I like antique postcards.
On Joanna Wright's The Secret Circus, which is set in France, where mice get to go to the circus, and I would go to the mice's yard sale, and it's in France, so cheese, of course, with the mice, but any chocolate, bread, and companionship, because I like mice.
If a kid's lit character was having a yard sale, Harold and the Purple Crayon. Because the fact is, all that crazy stuff that he drew with his purple crayon, he'd have that just laying around the yard sale. It'd all be nice and flat. I could just roll it up, take it with me. And whatever he didn't have, if I wanted it, he could draw it for me. So, that'd be awesome.
Well, definitely, okay, Harry Potter for sure, and I'd take the wand. I mean,
to go to the yard sale in Kansas and take the ruby slippers from Dorothy.
I'm Katie Davis, and yes, I love yard sales and Kidlit. But what is your burning question? If you got a funny one, email it to me via my website, katiedavis.com, and I'll include it in my next movie. Also, check out great interviews with fabulous authors on my podcast, Brain Burps About Books, on iTunes.